According to activists in Qusayr, they're saying this is some of the heaviest bombardment that they've seen, up to 50 shells an hour falling. Mortar rounds, artillery rounds, bombs falling. They say more than 50 people killed so far. Activists in the town say that they're being attacked by government forces from 4 directions, from a checkpoint in the center of the town, from the southwest of the town, from the south of the town, and from the north of the town. And state television in Syria is showing pictures of government forces appear to be on the outskirts of the town. The Free Syrian Army say they still control the center of the city. Their soldiers, their fighters there have been seen driving what appear to be anti-aircraft type guns mounted on the backs of trucks. The sounds of heavy machine gun fire going on, many injured people being brought into the clinics there. And what the Syrian National Council, that represents all the different rebel groups, is saying they're calling for an emergency session of the Arab League. They say they want the Arab League to step in and do something to protect what they say is 40,000 civilians still in the town of Qusayr, a strategically important town to the government, linking Damascus to the Mediterranean coast. It's heartland of support for President Bashar al-Assad there, and it's strategically important for the rebels because it links Lebanon to the city of Homs and other places where the rebels are still holding out against government forces. And right now it appears to be the culmination on the town of Qusayr of an offensive that's been going on for about 3 weeks. And this also seems to be bolstering President Bashar al-Assad when he gave an interview to some Argentinian journalists, sounding very strong. He has had military gains in Homs, in Aleppo, in Damascus, in the south of the country. Now it appears around Qusayr. And when talking about the possibility of a conference to resolve the crisis in Syria through peaceful and political negotiations, he laid down a very clear marker saying he wouldn't talk to terrorists.
Nobody has dialogue with the terrorists. Terrorism has hit the United States and Europe. By any chance did any of these governments talk to terrorists? One talks with political entities, but not with a terrorist who cuts people's throats, assassinates people, and uses chemical weapons.
So to be very clear here, when President Bashar al-Assad says terrorists, he means all the rebel groups. That's how he refers to the rebel groups. So he seems to be denying them a voice at any conference that may happen, and this really seems to diminish any expectations of a positive outcome from that conference, something that's been mooted by the United States and Russia and other nations. Assad also saying that he doesn't see that he is going to step down from power, that he will stay on until presidential elections in Syria in 2014. Nick Robertson, CNN, Hatay, Turkey.